Would you care to know some of the prime gems to leverage for the current bull run and long-term investment decision? It's safe to say that on any list, Polkadot is bound to appear among the top choices. Therefore, in this video, I'm going to be showing you why 199 DOT can potentially set you financially free. But before we continue with the video, if you guys want to trade crypto, you can do so with Margex. Margex offers up to 100x leverage, no KYC is required, and anybody can sign up from anywhere, but just make sure to follow your country's rules and regulations. You can find a link to Margex in the description below. At the time of recording, DOT is trading at about $7.14 and with a live market cap of about $10.3 billion. At this price, you would need up to $1,420 to buy 199 DOT and hold for the long term. The current value of DOT is a bargain price, to say the absolute least, as the coin has not enjoyed the best of time in the recent months. This is a coin that has a historic all-time high value of about $55, a record that it set back in November 2021. At that time, 199 DOT would be worth about $10,945. So you can see the coin is a far cry from that once exalted price level that it had. I reckon some of those who held the coin back then had found their way out of the market as things deteriorated. Now, the rise to $55 was amazing because, as at the time of its launch in 2017, Polkadot was sold in pre-sale at a mere 29 cents, and later, the pre-sale price went up to $1.29. And these prices don't count in the coin's analysis as it was at its pre-market prices. But they would make a world of a difference if you were able to buy just 199 units of the coin for less than $50. After launch, the coin registered to its all-time low price till date of about $2.30 per coin. At that price, 199 DOT tokens would be worth about $457.70. One of the things that gave the coin traction was first its remote affiliation with Ethereum. Polkadot was founded by one of Ethereum's co-founders, Gavin Wood, who left Ethereum to create his own project. However, he didn't exactly depart from Ethereum. Instead, he created Polkadot as a solution on Ethereum to push the frontiers of scalability as a layer 2 network. So when DOT launched, its token sales were paid for in Ethereum. As a result, the sales raised about 500,000 Ethereum. The token later shifted to its own chain and opted to become an alternative that could one day beat Ethereum. Polkadot then grew to become a heterogeneous, interoperable blockchain that can host multiple sidechains within its network. The expansion network can host as many sidechains as possible, so experts say it is more scalable than Ethereum can ever be. The goal of Polkadot was to build other chains and not just other crypto projects relying on the Ethereum chain's dexterity, which meant higher cost of transaction and the slow transaction processing speed. Now, on this note, the coin turned out to be amazing, with a year-long run that produced the all-time high of about $55 in 2021. The coin had grown more than 900%. The current price at the making of this video, which is about $7.14, is 87% lower than the all-time high value. The biggest decline was experienced in 2022. A really gloomy time for everyone, even the big bad Bitcoin fell woefully. For DOT, it meant a crash to about $45 and then later $25. By the middle of 2022, the coin was down at $15 and $6 in February 2023. This last price made for a great entry into the market for anyone who thought they couldn't FOMO in at the all-time high price. The predictions for DOT in 2024 are really quite modest. Experts anticipate a sudden revival that would put the coin on the threshold of breaking the $15 price level. The best the coin has achieved was to trade around $11, which is its highest recorded price in 2024. This was the closest thing it came to breaking that price. Now, if it does make it to $15, 199 DOT would be valued at about $2,985. Although, I have a bigger expectation of the coin touching up to about $25 to $30, which brings the total value of your 199 DOT tokens to nearly $6,000 if we're going on the upper limit price of $30 per DOT coin. Sure, it won't be life-changing money, but most of the other predictions stop short of $30 with hopes stuck at $27, which is about 50% of its all-time high. If the coin doesn't grow enough to at least have its previous all-time high value in 2024, it is possible to see people giving up hopes of ever setting a new all-time high in the current bull run. This market is nowhere similar to the one we experienced in 2021. Pretty much every coin looks like a contender depending on their narrative, metaverse, DePIN, GameFi, etc. The much bigger and super blockchains like Polkadot are not talked about as much. Yeah, well, Solana seems to be an exception in this case, with the crazy run it has had in the last few months. For a more comprehensive price outlook, we may want to see Polkadot throw in a marvelous run of its own. I mean, just a year ago, Solana was barely trading at about $9 and is now valued at about $146 per SOL. However, DOT at $100 is a bit of a stretch from where we are standing right now. SOL had every reason to rise with the meme market strongly domiciled on its network. I know what $100 per DOT will do for you, even if you are holding just 199 DOT in total. You're going to have about 19,900 DOT, while allowing the creation of parachains has not enjoyed as much rush as Solana, and unless that changes, we might not see as much heavy investment in Polkadot chain as we did see on Solana. Polkadot, for what it's worth, has welcomed a flurry of developers into its chains, and even rewarded devs for their unique innovations. One of the most successful projects that made its birth on Polkadot is the Manta network. It is one of the Web3 stalwarts to find a home in the Polkadot ecosystem. It serves as a reminder that Polkadot is also taking more giant steps in the direction of securing a more decentralized governance system on the blockchain. So far, Polkadot is building its own GameFi ecosystem and metaverse platforms, which would create more room for the utility of Polkadot by developers. The current downcast of Polkadot may also be because most of the devs that departed from Solana when its market crashed in 2022 then moved to Polkadot, and now that Solana is back and running, they have all returned right along the heels of Ethereum developers and traders who benefited LFG initiative run by Solana chain. One thing that Polkadot seems to have going for its swift interoperability, the system now has enhanced interoperable with Ethereum and other chains and incredible features such as NFT transfers and cross-chain locking. The time of Polkadot cannot be said to have passed. The meme mania would soon be over along the length of the bull run, and those that buy Polkadot will be glad they did. Polkadot may have a late performer syndrome, but build up consistency like Ethereum to trade at prices beyond $100. That might be worth looking forward to. So what's your price prediction for DOT in 2024? Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, and also remember to not take this video as financial advice. Be sure to do your own research if you decide to invest in DOT.